Hello, TMan978. Welcome to another T-Man's How-To. This time we're going to be transforming Transformers movie masterpiece series, Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime, MPM-12, from robot mode to truck mode, and from truck mode back to robot mode. So let's begin. I'm going to start with the arms. I'm opening this panel right here, opening that panel. With the hand shaped like this, with the thumb up, we can just push the hand back in there. That's simple enough. Then I'm gonna move the arm out to the side like that for now. We can go ahead and detach his backpack. It was pegged right here. And detach this right here and just have that lingering about. At this point, we should just be able to rotate his upper torso into that orientation right here. You can move this forward and bring that like that. This is going to keep pushing back, so don't worry about that. It's going to drive you crazy. Just fix it up when you need to. Flip the head in, and we can go ahead and take this panel, bring that back, and take this panel and bring that forward. Like I said, this part will keep moving, just fix it at the end. Now we can go ahead and see this hinge right here, bend this down like that. But we can go ahead and rock that forward and kind of bring it out into this orientation. For now, we have to move his legs in order to get that fully in place, but with that right there like that for now. Now we can move the legs. It separates from his butt panel and push this up right there. That little crotch thing fits there. Move the butt panel down into this orientation once you do that. Now we can fully move that like this and get this down until it's spot right here. Same deal over there. The arms need to be rotated like this. After you rotate them like that, this needs to be rotated like this. So with this panel up there with the Autobot logo facing up, we need this facing up. All right, I'm refilming this part because it's very annoying and difficult. But basically with everything in this position, like I mentioned, we can move this back, and now we need to move it forward at this joint once this is back, and then we can bend on this joint here, this at the same time, and that makes it go in to this angle more smoothly. There's a tiny peg or square plastic piece that goes into the transparent part of this window. Plug that in, and everything should be basically under here. We can now at this point bring this down, and this little open spot goes into a little peg right there, or goes on top of a little peg right there. So get that pegged. It pretty much goes right in without you messing with it. Then we can bring this down, grab this right here, so you can push that into place. And just push that in. We're gonna mess with this after we do this side. Same stuff. Push this back, move this joint forward, and then make sure that the elbow isn't bent, but move that and this down at the same time. Same thing with pegging this in. Now we can once again make sure this is straight, and we can bring this down to cover that peg and grab here and force that to there. Up here we can move these two pieces up to overlap each other. But now that this is all done, there's a peg right here. You can't see it because it's too dark, that goes into here, and the peg on the wheel holder push that forward, line it up. Let me make sure this is actually pegged. Line that up and it should sit flush in there. Now up here, we can open this up, bring that forward, bring this forward too, and just shove that down there. Bring this forward, bring this forward, shove that down there. Now back here, we can push this down and that down, and these rotate. For whatever reason, they did not make this actually fold down to be on top of here. I don't know why, but the last step is to bring this up into this orientation. These little two pegs will fit into there. Now the legs. We can start by taking the shin off right here and rotating it that way. Take the shin off right here and rotate it this way. On this side, it is counterclockwise. We can open these side tank things right here on his leg. Now we can open the calves on both sides. Pull the wheel out on both sides. Lift this metal thing out on both sides. And the feet need to pull this out of here to make that straight and bring it out. Bring it out. And now we need to activate the ankle pivot. And when we're activating this ankle pivot, we kind of not just want to just activate it. We want to bend it here and then rotate it this way so that this can be shaped like that with the two holes sticking out. So we're bending this way, and as we're rotating it up this way, we need to bend it in so that that will be there. That makes the feet come closer together so they can plug together, and this bumper can plug together. All right, now up here, we need to have the legs bent in such a way that this can clear this canister right here. And when you do that, these two pegs need to go into two holes right there on the inside. So get that into place. And if you have the legs right on one side, they should be right on the other. But plug that together. And it plugs securely. Now we can wrap this around that, wrap this around that. Push the calves up to here on both sides. And the wheel can rotate this way and plug into that. Bring it in, rotate it this way, plug it into that. The last thing we need to do is bring these shins down. And the shins need to actually plug into a little tiny groove underneath of this panel right there. Once we do that, you are done. I mean, you could work with it to make sure everything is flat, but here we are. Here he is in his truck mode. Like I was saying, make sure everything is flat because it just needs to be able to roll smoothly. I haven't changed anything since that jump cut, but yeah, there we are. All right, reverse transformation. First thing I'm going to do is reverse these this way and turn it that way. Gonna pull that out of there so that these things can come out and basically be out of the way. And you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and finish the legs. Open that up. Open that up. Separate them from being pegged. And now we can lift this out. Move that out to the side a little bit. Unpeg this here. Move it out to the side a little bit. bring the foot down, but you kind of gotta open the ankle pivot and then move it over. Like basically make this look like that on the bottom right here. So I'm gonna try that again. Open this up, activate the ankle pivot, and then move it over so that this will be shaped like that on the inside. Now we can move this calf part back, move this calf part back, and unpeg this from the side, which is easier said than done really, but get this in there. Then we can move this up here, shut that, shut this, rotate this around, and basically shut it here. It tabs in the front. Now I'm going to do all that same stuff again, but slightly slower. Detach this die cast piece right here, which pegs in very tightly. Shut that into here. Now we can lift the wheels up in place right there. Shut the calf. Rotate this shin right there. And now this peg right here goes into a slot right there. I didn't show that on this leg, but it goes in nice and smooth. We can shut this. Back here, we can lean this way inward, and then you can shove that behind the foot. Lean it inward, shove it behind the foot, and now the legs are done. We can detach this from here, just leave it hanging out down there like that. Up here, we can bring this up, bring that up, lift it up like this, get that out of there. We're not going to be able to put it down where it goes yet, but we can lift this up, shove that there, lift this up, shove that there, and now we can go ahead and pull at the front bumper, which will detach this from here, and we can go ahead and lift that up right there. Pull at the front bumper, which will let that come up. And now we should be able to separate that, shove these into here, and bring these down like that. And we should be able to get this up and out to the side. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Lift this up, out to the side, opening it. This panel can flip like this. This panel flips down like that. We can move the shoulders out this way, and I'm going to just go ahead and rotate them. Rotate. And now we can flip the head up into its position right there, basically. These wheels right here can make sure they're not attached to the front bumper. Lift that up, and this hinge needs to rotate back like that, and we can actually shove that up. Or actually, you know what, don't shove it up yet, leave it like this, but do the same thing over here. Lift that up, rotate this hinge back. Don't push it all the way up yet, because we're going to bring his butt panel right here back like this, and we're going to swing the legs down to meet that butt panel. Now we should be able to lift this up like this, and lift that up like this. Make sure that that's not in the way right here, and let me get the camera higher. And we should be able to, after pushing this back in, pulling this out, we should be able to rotate his upper torso around. Yep, we did it. Now we can go ahead and fold this up into this orientation and shove these into his abs on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead, you know what, with the arms like this, we can go ahead and flip this up and make this peg go into this hole right here. Flip that up. Feels like something is fighting me though. What is fighting me? I don't know what was fighting me, but it's not fighting anymore. Shove that into there. Now this hand can come out right here, and we can close that. Bring the hand out. Once the hand is out, we can close this and bring the arms down, and pretty much let's look at them. The smokestacks are pointed backward. I mean, you can point them whichever way you want, it's your toy, but everything is closed up. Everything is where it needs to be. People will forget about this step right here. I can't think of anything else you might forget, but he's how he should be. So yeah, I hope this video helped you. If it did, don't leave without clicking the like. Subscribe to me. Follow my T-Man's How To playlist. Look that up. Make it a bookmark, because I often do transformation tutorials. I talk about other action figure related stuff, or just random things, geek culture. Subscribe to me, period, if you haven't, because I put up a lot of good content. People love my action figure hunts. So if you like this, you'll probably like that as well. Thank you for watching. Until next time, TMan978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.